Hey, what's going on, guys? MinDQ7B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004. This is episode number 97 today for the Mountain Dew Southern 500. We're in our different livery, actually, for this week because it's Throwback Week. I couldn't find, in terms of, like, the paint scheme arsenal that we have, like, the paint liveries that the game has, like, any, like, really, like, considered throwback liveries besides, like, the Dale Sr. one. So I decided to get a little bit creative. Instead, just have a little throwback to our first win back in 2003 at the Talladega Superspeedway. Yeah, that was a really fun, really weird way how I won that race. That was really awesome how I won that. Oh man, that's so long ago. But of course, the car was like blue and red and white because we had the CarQuest logos on the car, but now we just have MB&A, so we have the black, green, and white, or the silver anyway. But anyway, let's after the throwback livery, we just go check it to see what we can do at the shop. We gotta just do some overhaul works, but that definitely for sure. I was thinking about overhauling this chassis to make it 7176, or maybe I could just do this, make it 7477. Well, I could do that. I could do that, but this one seems to be in worse condition. So let's overhaul that for 228. As for the engine, of course, I had a little bit of a tough time to see which one I wanted to repair and overhaul, whether it be this one or this one, but we decided to go with this one, just repair it for about 190, no problem there. As for the bodywork, I had a little bit of a tough time to see which one I wanted to go repair, but I wanted to go repair this one for 218, of course, as well. As for our shop editions, though, as well, we have 2 more races for our flow bench to finally arrive, and we can actually get some more engine efficiency because remember when we ran Michigan a few episodes ago, we managed to finally went the distance. We went a lap down the process, so we had to do a lot of fuel saving in that race just to hopefully get something to happen. Take a look at the point standings real quick. Of course, all you junior fans must be jumping for joy right now because he's still a 45-point gap now between him and Kevin Harvick. But Tony Stewart started to become in the fray here. I mean, he now has 5 total wins this entire season. As for us, we need to get ourselves in the top 5 because that's our main goal. But we're about a far ways away from Mark Martin, so we only have about 12 races to get ourselves back up there. We're at least 3 full races behind. Like the AI are just incredibly consistent in this game. We have the most wins though, with 6 wins of the season. Let's see what's Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s average finish. He has 14 top 5s. He has an average finish of 5.2. Harvick has an average finish of 5.5, and Tony Stewart has an average finish of 7.1. Yeah, absolutely ludicrous stuff. Well, we thought we would actually go win the Bristol race. Unfortunately, we did not because of the old reliable Ward Burton did not help us at all. Oh my gosh, that's really unfortunate. So we're actually going to take some of these parts here. I don't. Well, it is not like I don't even know for are considered worn in some areas, but I think we should probably take this engine as well. As far as the bodywork is concerned, I was going to take this, but I got Richmond coming up, so I kind of want to use that. It doesn't really matter which bodywork I have, so we're going to choose this one. 73 car rating overall, and let's get to it at the Mountain Dew Southern 500. Okay, not going to lie, the car feels a lot different than what it would started. I only made, like, I think a tiny bit of changes. I just think the power is just a little bit too high for the grip settings that I have on the car. Because it's either I get on the gas too early and just go straight to the wall. Usually I hit the gas around the same part of times like I did before, but the car's a lot faster, I will say that. I ran a 27.4 in practice, like only once, but that's about it. Alright, coming to the line for our qualifying lap, it's going to be an 11th place starting spot, so we did not get our sponsorship objective. Tony Stewart gets the pole along with Dale Jarrett, Kevin Harvick, Newman, and Mike Murphy in the 199 field filler. Gets himself a top 5 starting spot. Anyway, throwback race time. Junior starting 6th. That's going to be interesting for him to get around this traffic. It's time for some Southern 500 action.
MRN is here at the Great Southern Tradition, the annual Southern 500 here at the Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina. Barney, drivers love coming to Darlington because of its history, but they often leave wishing they hadn't shown up. Why's that?
The tight groove they have here makes this a very difficult racetrack. It takes total concentration, but the drivers all race long to be successful here.
The 56 car is starting up a bit of a rivalry recently with the 10 car.
If they don't want this to become a problem on the track and with NASCAR, these guys need to use their heads a bit out there. You can rub fenders now and again, but it shouldn't be a weekly occurrence.
Kurt Busch started on the pole for the first time in his career here at Darlington during the 2001 season.
And that's quite a surprise. The Lady in Black is a very unforgiving racetrack that can give rookies and veterans alike a hard time. But she caught up to Kurt, and he only finished 51 laps that day.
McMurray moved up to Winston Cup after having an impressive year in the Busch Series in 2002.
He picked up a couple of wins and finished 6th in the points last year, plus he did an admirable job filling in for Sterling Marlin in some Cup runs.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Oh boy, here we go. Tony Stewart on pole, our teammate, and we have a teammate behind us of Bobby the Bunny. It's going to be a really difficult track to pass for the AI, so hopefully Tony Stewart can kind of check out. I can just be right with him and just pull away between the two of us. Maybe Labonte could get himself up there, but it's going to be really difficult to pass on this track. 91 laps here today at the Sub 500, and boogity, 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 oh wait, the Fox era is over, and we're underway at Darlington. We're already thinking about going 3 wide at turn 1. That is not happening, even though we're actually starting to get a little bit more faster off the start of these things, because now we're directly right behind Mark Martin, as we have to do 90 more laps around this egg-shaped oval. As Michael Walter decides to give us a little bit of a block down here, I'm going to be as careful as I can, as we have a little bit of scrape with Mark Martin. Just going to get him shuffled out on the outside. The main thing I worry about on this track is the AI tend to really get like claustrophobic on the outside of like the turn 2. Turn 2 especially. When there's like a whole bunch of cars like bunched up together, they get really scared, and they just have a huge checkup. And I remember like playing this like on rookie or legend or veteran difficulty like over the years. They get like bunched up, like really. They just checked up, and I just gained like I would gain like 20 spots. Oh, hold on there. There's some contact going on with Michael Waltrip and Ricky Craven. I had no time to avoid that. As we're now back inside the top 10, we're gonna pass Ricky Craven here for the 9th spot. Here, the field filler of Mike Murphy is still doing pretty good in that 199 car off the start, but it's a long race there, Mike. You have a long way to go, and I don't think you're going to be going anywhere forward anytime soon. As the rest of the pack in front of us seems to be starting to pull away just a tad. A few laps went by, and we're already right back with Tony Stewart. We got Jeff Gordon and Sterling Marlin fighting for 7th and 6th. Marlin's been having a bit of a surge lately in terms of like how he's been doing on the race position-wise. Oh, it just got very tight going into descending it down on the inside of Jeff Gordon. But I'm going to have to think better of it, as now we're still just nearly single file. Dale Jr. just picked up a 4th spot, looks like from Ryan Newman up there. Yeah, that's right, we have to get back up with these guys. But we just have so much better at turn 1 and 2. And then I think they just have like a good momentum off the straightaway, and I just can't get back to them until like turn 3. As we're going to try to send one down the inside, a little bit of nudge there, and we just... And give Jeff Gordon a huge rub. He's not going to take it very, very lightly. Once again, I mean, we had a couple of run-ins already with Jeff Gordon earlier in the year. As we're kind of the fastest car on the track right now. I just need to get around these cars because these traffic is just getting in the way. And I am so sorry to say that to the silver bullet of Sterling Marlin, because we need to get back into that top 5. I think we need to pass Jarrett for the position anyway, in order to actually have a chance of getting the 5th spot in the points. So we're going to try to think about just setting up our pass here, as hopefully Marlin doesn't walk us down the straightaway, but he looks like he's going to. We just don't have the acceleration and stuff. But it's just, man, Marlin is just doing so well at defending at this track. I just need to get around him somehow. All right, can we try the outside of turn 2? We're going to think better of it because, let's be honest, the outside's never good in this game, in any early EA NASCAR game. We're going to try to send, well, can we get a good run off the corner? We just had to catch the tail end of the car. As, once again, Marlin is still it's just really just costing us some time. We're going to try the outside. And we have to get out of the gas because the car does not want to run well as we nearly lose the car. Marlin is just really being a pain in the ass right then and here, right here and there. So we're going to down the inside. We saw the opening. We're going to give Marlin a little bit of a rub to say, like, we didn't appreciate him holding us up like that. But definitely somebody's holding Dale Jr. up there for the third spot. That is Kevin Harvick. He's fighting him for the championship. Tony Stewart and Dale Jarrett have kind of pulled away. Those were their championship favorites for last season. And we tagged the wall, and we damaged the right front and the right side of the car. Hopefully that damage will buff out once we come down the pits to repair those things. It's still a 3-car battle up there between Harvick, Jr., and Newman. But even ourselves are starting to catch up to them a little bit. We're just hopefully we didn't lose too much time there with that battle with Sterling Marlin. Now we're finally all over the back of Ryan Newman. We're going to try to go to the inside once again. Well, we really got all crossed up right then and there. As the Rocket Man decides to give us a slam door on us like then and there, we're gonna nudge him out of the way. Say, excuse me, as we slide up right into him, and we nearly spun the car out because of what just happened there. And Newman, of course, is not going to be very happy with us, but honestly, we're not really happy with him either. So we got more damage to repair, looks like, here on our number 56 machine. It's just so hard, like, to keep up with, like, after a while. It's just the right front's wearing down as well. So we got the whole right side of the car to completely repair. So hopefully we don't lose too much time coming down the pits. I wouldn't say the car is getting any looser. It's actually fine. I was worried about it. I think it's now just going to be getting even tighter as the run goes on, especially since I got the damage now on there. So it's. I mean, it's hard to step it up when I have a lot of damage on the right side. So hopefully when the pit cycle comes around, we can get that all fixed up and just ready to get going. Yeah, we're clear. We're actually really like one of the faster cars on the track, despite having the right rear being worn out too. It's just like, if we get in clean air, we're going to be good. But since we're getting caught up by like dirty air from the other cars and whatnot, we're not gaining really much anything on Tony Stewart. I mean, like, we're about level on pace with Tony Stewart, which is the race leader. Junior is just still running it forward. I'm pretty sure he's just trying to get used to his car. Hopefully he'll fix that within the next couple of laps when the pit cycle comes around, where fuel tank just got recently in the below half. As we try to think about sending it down the inside, we're going to have to be patient here with Junebug here, to the championship point leader. I don't even know how many races he has been since leading the points, but we gained 2/10 on Tony Stewart that time. Oh, Tunich just slams the door on us right then and there. It was I was either hit him or get out of the way, but he is struggling, and I smell blood in the air, or I smell Budweiser anyway. We're going to go side draft Dale Earnhardt Jr., even though sadly that doesn't work in this game, I don't believe. But we're going to slide him up the racetrack. Unfortunately, it did not work. We're going to try to set him up for the exit and hopefully towards turn number 2. We got to go all the way down there, but he just blocks us all the way down there. They're going to make him go to the outside. We give him another tap. Again, I smell Budweiser in the air, and I mean, well, is there blood-flavored Budweiser? I'm not so sure. We're not clear, though. Spotter, I would like you to make sure, I stay clear, and we do be clear of Dale Earnhardt Jr. for the time being, as we can try to get around him. Yes, we do. Now sitting comfortably in P4. I think we have a car to win this race, as long as we can get ourselves away from the dirty air. Let's see how the AI does with the traffic, because they're a bit, let's just say the AI with the traffic can be a bit, they sometimes have a hard time, and the other times they just let them by easily. This track is essentially Monaco of the game. Like, this is basically the NASCAR Thunder 2004 version of Monaco, if you get my reference. Speaking of, F123 will be coming up. F123 will be coming soon, because I'm getting my PC built really soon. So stay tuned for that anyway.
Stay patient. You're about 4 seconds.
We got a Darlington stripe as now the leaders, they were starting to catch up to lap traffic, but they're not the bulk end of it yet. We're losing time now because we just don't have that much of a run. We were gaining on Tony Stewart for a really good chunk of that portion of that run, but now the right front's starting to get really, really worn right then and there. We just got to limp this thing home for the next 5-6 laps, I want to say. Yeah, we're back up to 4 seconds. Yeah, we're gonna be fine as soon as we get the pit cycle started away. The leader is gonna catch up in traffic pretty soon. That's the one thing I'm gonna rely on, is hopefully the AI can get like stuck behind in traffic, because they do tend to trip over themselves, especially when there's like two wide in a pack. So I'm basically just relying on that for the time being. All right, the leader has caught the traffic. It's actually time for me. That's my cue to go to box this time. I need to pit badly. Like, these tires are gone. The damage is really adding up. My car's just slower overall. We definitely need to bring the 56 car down the pit road, as we completely botched that. 70 miles an hour. I think that was a mediocre pit entry, but yeah, 16,988. We had a lot of damage out of that, so hopefully we can get that repaired. And yeah, we're short pitting again. I feel like I'm just hoping they would get stuck behind that traffic and I could be in clean air. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm hoping it would work. I'm betting on this to pay off. High risk, high reward, you know. Alright, that was about as expected. Thank you very much, pit crew. And, yeah, they're being held up somewhat. And we're going to have a little bit of clean traffic anyway. We're going to try to get in front of Steve Park here. We need to get in front of Steve Park before he heads up pit road. And we just do! We cut him off, actually. That was not very nice of me to do Steve Park like that. But we have a little bit of traffic in front of us instead of, like, being a whole lot. The AI have gotten around some of the other lap cars. That's not good for us. Let's see if we can manage to be able to jump a few people from the lead. Pit cycle has begun. It looks like we're going to be in front of Dale Earnhardt Jr. again, so that's good stuff. That's Harvick right there, so we actually need to be right with him in order to actually gain a spot or not. We'll have to see. We're going to be just behind him. That's fine. We gained some time on Harvick then. That means that's good. But unfortunately, like, he has about 2 laps fresher tires than I do, so eventually that's going to add up. I don't know where Tony Stewart is, if he's pitted or not yet, but we definitely got to hope and pray he's going to get held up. And there's our old friend Stanton Baird, who gave us a bit of trouble in the previous race, so thankfully he's out of the way. Hello, Jack Sprague. Please get out of the way, and we just got to keep waiting for Tony Stewart to come on in.
Top 5 cars are on their way into the pits.
The leader's in, and we got Labonte coming in as well. I'm guessing that's Tony Stewart that managed to finally get way down pit road. Yeah, it is, followed by Michael Waltrip and Labonte. So we're just right behind Harvick, and Jared's just 2 cars ahead. Good stuff so far. We just gotta see who can get the lucky on the pit cycle in terms of like traffic wise. So right now we're not lucky, because we got a field filler, and wow, Harvick's really not lucky right now. He's being held up by our old friend Kenny Wallace and Ashley Lewis alongside. Let's see. Well, he must have got held up or something, because Tony Stewart just came out of the pits and we just slammed right into Mike Murphy. So the leader of the race is now the 88. That's not good for us, because we actually need to finish ahead of him in order to get ourselves a top 5 spot. I think we can get Mark Martin back. We just got to get in front of Dale Jarrett. We're just going to use Ashton Lewis, our old Rookie of the Year candidate, alongside us. We're going to try to go down the inside as well. I'm going to keep using him as a pick for Kevin Harvick. So there's about 2-second gap now between ourselves and Dale Jarrett. Tony Stewart had a howler or something, because that was an awful strategy in my opinion, to pit so late, because his tires were extremely worn after that. But now he's going to have extremely fresh tires compared to the rest of the field, though. Can he manage to get around everybody, though? That's the question. I mean, we got Dale Jarrett being held up, so we're having a 2-second. So that's 5.8 now between him and the leader. So we have the other field filler. It looks like, who is it? Jimmy Lane. I don't know what position he's in, but wherever he is, he's in the way. And hopefully the AI are going to give Jarrett a hard time. He's somewhere up there. I think he's that 3rd car or 4th car up there in front of me. So I got to play a little, past the cars in a way. Jarrett is really being held up. I think we have a bit of a short run car compared to the rest of the field, because we're just gaining a whole lot on Dale Jarrett. who is a bit of a rival for us. Keep in mind, I mean, he took us out of Indianapolis for the win. And honestly, we kind of had enough of him at Pocono being a bit of an asshole right then and there. Like, I still remember that, though. I still remember that, but it's a bit too early to do sort of like shenanigans or heroics or anything like that. But I do remember what happened. I know it's been a good while, so, you know, work's been busy, but I do remember that still. I do remember what Dale Jarrett did to me. Trust me, I know. But it's a bit too early to pull any sort of heroics. I mean, we're just at the halfway point of this race. We still got another 45, 46 laps to go of this race. Just gotta pick and choose when we do that, you know? Oh, there's a huge wad of cars up there. Now it's time to pounce, but Joe Nemechek's just getting in the way. Please get out of my way, Joe. Front row, Joe. You're supposed to be starting in the front row. You're in a Hendrick car, for Christ's sake. Why are we lapping you? You're in a Hendrick car. As we get a little bit of contact on the side. A little bit of too much rubbing anyway. That's a 60, apparently. So, I mean, I'd be angry too if I was getting lapped by a car and ready to fight the #1 car of all things. I'd be angry too, to be honest. I'm just getting caught up in so much dirty air. I'm having a hard time just trying to find like a clean air on the nose. I mean, it doesn't help that I still have damage on the car as well. Like, we're just within a second now because somebody's holding him up. I think that's Jerry Nadeau. Jeff Burton's really holding us up, as long as Rusty Wallace as well. He's a lap car, unfortunately, as well as Terry Labonte. I mean, I think Labonte's having a decent day, but Tony Stewart, I don't see him anywhere behind me in my mirrors. That strategy call was not bueno for the man from Indiana. And Dale Jarrett's going to get around another one, so now it's going to be all clear as day air for him. I mean, Stewart's still in fourth, but he's just still about, you know, good ways back still. So obviously that strategy call did not work. Because otherwise he'd be right up with me. But there is a bit of clear traffic in a way, so hopefully they can get themselves back up there as we try to go back down the inside of Jeff Burton, the mayor himself. We got to get around these lap cars because obviously they're getting in the way, and Jarrett just has a huge get of steam ahead as we have a little bit of a contact with Jeff Burton. But hey, it's harder to pass here than I think in Monaco, in like the early days of Monaco anyway. This game is really hard. This track is really hard to pass in this game, cleanly anyway. And it's really shown here as we nearly lose the car. We definitely need to do something about this because we got to wait till lap 60. Or 61 anyway, as we let Jeff Burton go back by again. The car is really falling off now, as Dale Jarrett is just going to get just clear as day. He just gained 4/10 on us right in that lap. Because we got all these cars that are blocking the way, as Jerry Nadeau is the lead culprit for this. Thankfully, there are 2 more cars up there, so hopefully it won't be so... Oh, that's a 30 for sure. No, that's a 10. I got away with murder yet again. That was Rusty Wallace! Oh my gosh! We saved that, but what the hell? No communication whatsoever. As we lost all that time. Oh my god, that just probably costed the race right then and there. And we have no rear grip anymore. So now I might have to pit a little earlier now, just to try to even catch up to Dale Jarrett. But man, that was really unfortunate right then and there what happened between me and Rusty Wallace as we lock up a little bit, as we just have no grip left on the tires. Thanks, Rusty. Ugh. We have no rear grip anymore. There's no grip anywhere on this car because of what happened. We lost the tires. We have to survive one more lap just to even think about having a shot because Dale Jarrett is just pulling away. God damn it, Rusty Wallace. Oh, be quiet, Matt. I know that. We're going to box this time, get your Meta over the fucking wall, and change his tires. Alright? We're going to be okay. We're going to go out here and try to win this fucking race. We just got to have a little bit of luck, is all. We need a little luck to go on their side. We're pitting a lap earlier than I wanted to, but it's all going to work out in the end, I promise. That's unfortunate how that happened. I need changes though, that's the thing. So I gotta really rely on this extra long run, which I didn't plan on doing. But it's just the way it goes sometimes. Oh, there's a problem, all right. I need a fast stop, guys. Come on, I need to get back out there before Jarrett does. Now I just need to hope and pray that he gets held up. Well, that's about as expected. So now we just gotta hope and pray now. Hope and pray that they got held up, and I got a lot of cars in front of me. Oh my gosh! Well, hopefully they can get all out of the way pretty soon. And Jarrett is still having clear traffic, of course. Now that I think about it, the longer he stays out, I think it might be better for us because he's going to be really worn on tires now. So I actually have to push. Like almost everyone in front of us has to come down pit road, of course, as well. And Kenny Wallace, I think, is from position. Yeah, he is.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice lap.
I just need to get away from all these people. There's the man that ruined my race. Of course, you know, wrecking him is not going to be an option for us, I'm afraid. As we're going to have to leave Bobby Labonte on the outside. Sorry, buddy. But I need that inside. There's Jimmy Lane. That's for position. Got to get around Mark as well. Please get out of the way, Mark. If Dale Jarrett can just get held up, that'd be beneficial for us. But now that I think about it, it could be really dangerous for us to have this strategy play out. But it's just I had no grip left because of what happened a few laps prior. So yeah, I had to come on in, otherwise I'm going to lose like 3/10 a lap. It wasn't ideal, but I made my bed. Now I just got to lie in it. Oh no, that's a smoker! That's Dale Earnhardt Jr.! Oh my no! Oh no, that's championship implications! Harvick can pounce now! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, that's huge! That's huge! Dale Earnhardt Jr. just blew up! This championship just got wide open right there! Junior just blew up. Are you kidding me? That is huge for the championship now for Harvick and Tony Stewart to pounce. Oh, man. Junior fans, look away. Turn off the video now if you're a Junior fan. You might as well just go cry in a towel as of right now. But there are plenty more races to go, of course. We're still 1/3 left of the season to go. But damn, that is so heartbreaking. He wasn't having that much of a great day anyway. He was like in like 6th or 7th place anyway at the time I last remember. Jarrett is still out there. He's gonna have a really super soft tires by the time this is over. I just gotta hope and pray his tires just don't make it.
27, 94. That one was quick. Let's do it again.
You know, I just don't understand why he's just still stay out there though. I've gained so much time on him. Like he's trying to do what Tony. I think short pitting was the way to go because we gained a whole lot of spots. As Jarrett's finally in. Jarrett is finally in. We're still 1 lap down, but this pit road is a bit slow. I just gotta hope for him to get held up in traffic. I think we can cycle out as a leader. I just gotta see where he goes. But who's the new leader now? It's Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart did pit a little bit later anyway, so maybe that strategy is working for him now. I think about it. But he has to come down the pit road as well. My tires are just starting to fall off really good now. Yeah, well, they haven't gotten the right front warning to show up yet, but I mean, I have all these tire wear upgrades for a reason. Because trust me, if it was the old like season 1 or season 2, like they would be like worn right now. Let's see, where is Jarrett? I don't see him.
You're flying out there, buddy. Good job.
There's Jarrett. Oh shit, there's Jarrett. He's not gonna get held up. Shit, he's not gonna get held up at all. And my right front just got worn, so I gotta get out there as fly away as best as I can and put all these cars behind me. So right now we're net P1. But for how long though? We had a bit of a strategy. Oh, we have some problems. We have some problems. Oh no, there's a little bit of contact with the 1 and the 41. We would have still been a lap down, and surprisingly that did not cause a caution. Thankfully that did not cause a caution. Otherwise we would still be a lap down. Wow, that was a bit of a squeamish situation right then and there. Jack Sprague, please get out of my way. You're always in the way of everything. Why are you blocking me? You piece of Pontiac crap. All right, the leaders are coming in now, but Mayfield is still right in front of me. Mayfield, Craven are still out there. They're probably going to they probably have to come in this lap. They have gone a really far amount of ways now. As we hit the wall, I'm just worried about the cars behind me. I'm just trying to go as fast as I can because we still got a long way to go, and Jarrett is right there.
Best place for him is in your rear view.
God dang it, Junior is right there. So we're going to cycle out as the leader, but for how long?
28-20.
Okay, buddy, we're faster than
That did not work out at all. I needed more traffic, and obviously the track is spread out, which is the worst case scenario. As we nearly lose the car once again. Yeah, Jared's going to fly right by them, and he's going to fly right by me. But little does he know, I have a little bit of a grudge against him. I didn't appreciate what he did. I mean, we let a lap now, so we got 5 bonus points.
5 bonus points for leading the lap.
We finally lead a lap.
How much longer on that left front tire?
As we're trying to see if we can put down more cars a lap down. We got Mike Bliss and Fittipaldi, everyone's favorite. See if we can actually put some time on Jared, but it doesn't look like it's just possible right now. If I could have just pitted a few more laps later, it would have been great. But Bliss and Fittipaldi,
That's a quick one.
I'm not going to appreciate this, what I'm about to do, but we're going to have to bully you out of the way here. Do what you got to do. And of course, they're going to let Jared go by easily because of fucking course. So we got about 11 laps to go. I am not going to hold off Jared for this many laps. Let's just be realistic here. As he's all over the back of us right now. He's going to try to move down here, down the inside.
Those laps, good job.
We will not let him by on the inside, that's for sure. We're not going to let him by on the inside. We're not going to give up the bottom. We're going to park the bus on the bottom each time, but he's just having a great run on the outside. I just got to keep blocking for the next 10 laps or so. As long as we don't slip up the racetrack, we'll be okay. But it's kind of easier said than done here. We got 10 laps to go this time by for the Southern 500.
28-9.
I don't know if I want to cut out any parts here because now we got the 2-time champ behind us, from the 1999 and the 2004 champ, Dale Jarrett behind us. We're starting to run away from him just a tad, but he's going to gain it all back in turn 3. I'm very good at 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, he's just able to close right up. As he tries to make a pass on the high side here, he's going to try to have a good run off the corner. We're going to slam the door on him. We're going to tell him no one's there. Sorry.
Attaboy, keep it smooth, just like that.
We're both tied at 1 for Crown Jewel wins, along with Tony Stewart for the Bristol Night Race. Jeff Gordon also won the, or did I win the Coke 600? So I would have, I only have 1. And now Jarrett once again is on our outside. We're not going to let him by, without a fight, that is.
He's still there.
He's still there. We're going to have to give him a little bit of space.
28-23.
He's outside of us.
That's the lap time I'm looking for. Keep it up, buddy. Let's get a new
He's right
lap
beside us.
record.
I'm really nervous, man. I'm really nervous, man. I really want this win. And there's the bastard that took away my Brickyard 400 win. Park the bus on the inside. The old parking of the bus, and he makes a run on the outside. He's really desperate to make it on the outside work.
He's still there.
He is clearly the quicker car. I'm just not letting him have it.
28-19.
Yeah, you're only a -10. You're dealing with a -100 driver right in front of you, mate. You're not going by so easily. No way, no how. We got 6, 7 laps to go of this race. We're surprisingly hanging on very well. We have some lap traffic in front of us. Hoping we can use them as a pick, but it's Kenny Wallace and Jimmy Johnson, what it looks like up there. He's got a few more laps to go around here. Again, just defending so much. We have to be the Secretary of Defense once again, the Philadelphia Secretary of Defense, or Pennsylvania Secretary of Defense once again here at South Carolina. But we can only defend so much for so little what we got. The tires are destroyed. We just have to make do with what we got as we go so slow, and we left the bottom open. That's not good. We're not going to let him have it. As we nearly get turned, we turned ourselves. We turned ourselves. We turned ourselves. We don't have enough time. We don't have enough time to go pit and make a last-minute charge. As we have 2 laps to go this time by, I don't think we're able to catch him. That was really unfortunate what that was. I just got to hope Harvick can get something happening here. But that is unfortunate right then and there. We just unfortunately costed ourselves. Again. Dale Jarrett again, but it's my fault this time for leaving the bottom open. And we let the bottom open again.
Number 20 is inside.
Let Tony Stewart go by. I think our chances is over.
They're all around.
We
Yeah, our chances is over. Jarrett's going to win the race. He's got to defend one last time. As we just drift at Tokyo style, coming to the line. That is so unfortunate. As we nearly blew the fuel cell, thank God we did not do that on the last possible lap. As we had to let another one go by. Out of all that, we managed to score P5 instead of what was going to be P1. That really, I have no one to blame but myself. I was going to try to block him really bad, Dale Jarrett. I was. But I wrecked myself, so...
We usually have more cautions than that, don't we?
Well, you're right, but that just makes for a better race in my opinion. It really makes the better drivers stand out that much more.
The MB&A car manages a top 5.
You know, all the guys on that team should be very happy with their performance.
This has been an MRN broadcast of live NASCAR Winston Cup racing. Until next time, so long, and have a great day.
That was disappointing. I'm not going to lie. That's... Well, all right, let's be fair. Jarrett wrecked me at Indianapolis. Here at Darlington, I wrecked myself trying to defend so much. I should have just been an asshole and just put him into the wall. But of course, the good heart in me decides to do that, and honestly, nice guys just having to finish last. I gotta stop that. Yeah, this race right here definitely turns around how I feel about the other drivers, for sure, because we got held up so much. We got people being, tightwads with blocking with the lap cars. I think I've had enough. At least we led 8 laps. Definitely for sure, Tony Stewart led the most laps. He finishes third. Junior fans, you might want to look away. Yeah, he blew up. Yikes. Yikes, and everyone's favorite finishes second to last, of course. Well, with that blow-up, this definitely has to bring the championship door wide open, and it does. Harvick is now your new point leader. Junior, because of that blow-up, now goes to third in this championship. 91 points behind Harvick. Oh, it's on. The final stint of the championship. It's on between these 3 drivers, for sure. Unfortunately, we're still behind Martin and Jarrett. And, there's got to be a way we can get ourselves back up there. And honestly, I will not give Jarrett any room whatsoever anymore. I was nice before, but, the good heart in me says that, but I wrecked myself. And what I should have done was I should have just gave him the spot and just pile drove it into him going into like 1 or 3. It'll give me a minus 90 or whatever, but I had to do what I had to do. And we had the fastest lap of the race, of course. That's unfortunate as well. I mean, we got Richmond, so we could honestly kind of do that in the next episode anyway. We have that going for us, but we're going to go into our normal nighttime paint scheme. I hope you like the idea of having our first win paint scheme as a throwback anyway for our race there at Darlington. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I know I was disappointed. If you guys are disappointed in my performance right then and there, just, especially with Jarrett, don't worry. He's got one coming. I got plans for him. Don't worry. I got plans for him. Don't you worry. I have something in store, especially we got a few races coming up where I can actually do that. Richmond, I don't think is going to be one of them because of our pace from last time we went to Richmond. So I don't want to do that there because, honestly, it probably wouldn't be worth it because he'll be so far behind anyway. So what's the point there? All right, before I end the episode, let's see. Where could we possibly make Jarrett's time a living hell? New Hampshire, probably not. I mean, Talladega, we could just right hook him and just turn him around. Kansas... We can do it at Martinsville. Oh, we can do it at Martinsville, assuming if I have the grip anyway. But we'll have to see as the episodes go on by. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you guys in the next one at Richmond.